Hi there and welcome to Go Southern Alberta. I'm Christy Pick and today we are in Kin Coulee Park. One of the largest festivals in our city is right around the corner. Of course, that is Canada Day. On the show today, we're going to be speaking with Pat Flynn, who is one of the coordinators of the festival, to find out not only what's coming up this year, but what their needs are for volunteers and who the headliner is for Sandfly Festival. It's a local gal, so stick around to find out who that is on Shaw TV. Well, welcome back to the show. As I had mentioned off the top, we are in Kin Coulee Park today, and I'm joined by Pat Flynn, who is with the Canada Day Society. Pat, Canada Day just around the corner in a few weeks here. We always have thousands of hatters come out. What can they expect this year?
Well, this year we have a big lineup here. We have Kids Zone, and this year we have it's sponsored by Sun Life Insurance and or Sun Life Financial, and they are going to run it totally full. It frees our volunteers up, so it's kind of nice. And opening ceremonies is always a big. We all have the dignitaries down. We have the free stage, which we're staying on, and it goes all day, and it's always a lot of amateur acts, and they're always usually very well received. We have quite a population of people that watch it here, so it's kind of nice. And then, of course, we have our displays and demonstrations, and that's a big thing too. It's all the different people that have hobbies and things like that can display their things in hobby and craft. And then, of course, we move on to into the west end of the park, which is Sandfly and Zfest. Zfest goes from 12 noon to 5 o'clock, and it's all bands made up of local high school students, so it's really good that way. And it gives them exposure. They can perform in front of their local crowd, and so it gives them something to work for. And then after that, we have Sandfly, which is a big entity. This year we have our headliner, Mackenzie Porter, and she's a local gal. Her brother was a Canadian Idol years ago, and so now we have her, so we're quite excited about that. You know, we have, if the weather's nice, we have a lot of people out early, and we have probably 20,000 people go through here in a day, so that's quite impressive that way.
There are two things that I also want to mention, two of my favorite parts of Canada Day. First of all, the food court
Yes.
is always good. This year, I understand in Canada, we always like to celebrate our multiculturalism, and we do have some multicultural cuisines that are going to be a part of it.
Yes, we sure do. Yeah, it's really great to see. And we have 9 vendors, and it has, you name it, it's pretty well there, and it's really good that we have that variety. We sit down with the vendors and say, so there's no duplication in the menu, and everybody has their own entity, and it works out really well that way.
The last thing I want to talk about for actual Canada Day, the fireworks. Everybody loves the fireworks.
Yes. Yeah, we're really impressed with the company that we have, Big Bang Incorporated. Every year they come and outdo themselves, and they try and find different things for us, and they test them out on us. And we've never had a failure, and everybody's very impressed with it. So we have them again this year, and we're ready to go with them, and it looks very good this year again.
Well, I think that they are definitely the best in the West for the fireworks show here, so you guys do a fantastic job. I do want to talk about volunteers a little bit later on in the show, but of course, there are some things people need to know about parking, getting into the park, and that sort of thing, right?
That's right. Parking's at a premium, and we encourage people to come and use our bus service. We pay for the bus service, and we transport quite a few people from various parts of the city. One route starts up in Crescent Heights High School, comes all the way down through the flats, the arena, and into Kin Coulee. The other one is out by the mall, and it goes into Co-op Mall and into the college and down into Kin Coulee Park. So those are well used, and they run till quite late at night until there's no people left to run. So that's they run until they don't have anybody. So.
All right. Well, on that note, we're going to take a short break here and find out what else is going on in our community. When we come back later on with Pat, we're going to find out all about the volunteers that they need this year as well as next. So stay tuned here on Shaw. Well, welcome back to the show. One more time, we are in Kin Coulee Park today, the site for Canada Day. Right now behind us, you can see the field is wide open. Not the case on July 1st. I'm joined by Pat Flynn with the Canada Day Society. Pat, one of the most important things for this festival is volunteers.
Yes.
So do you need more volunteers this year, and how are things looking so far?
Yes, we definitely need volunteers. We need probably 10 to 20. It'd be nice to have them right this year. We're definitely going to need some volunteers for next year. We're losing some of our key people, and one in particular is the food court. We need a coordinator for that, and if we, it's going to be hard for us to operate without some of these people. Our volunteers are starting to get older. They're finding new opportunities, and after 10 or so years with us, they're leaving, so we have to replace them with other volunteers. So we'd even encourage the younger generation to come up. We have lots of fun here, and I've been doing it for the last 8 years, and people ask me why I do it, and I said, well, it's just fun doing it, and we've got a good group of people, and it's fun out here to get appreciation offered to you by other people and say you're doing a great job. That says it all, and that really makes a big difference.
Thousands and thousands and thousands of people pass through this park on Canada Day, so it definitely does not go unnoticed. But what is the commitment for the volunteer? Is it just day of? Is there a lot of pre-planning? For anybody who's interested, what can they kind of look forward to?
Well, I know we, the general volunteers, the last, we could get, say, 10 or 20 for the day, and they could be temporary people if they just wanted to spend a couple hours here and enjoy it. That's great with us, but there's some that we need that are operating from January on and meet with us and plan this whole event. Without them, there's no way we can kick this thing off.
So I understand you do have a new website that was launched this year, and if people want to get some more information, probably a good place. Where else can they get some information for it?
Well, they can phone our office at 403-527-9242, and they can certainly will answer any questions they have. And we have a new office now, so it's going to be year-round, so they can contact us anytime.
Pat, I appreciate your time today.
Oh, thank you very much for having me.
Absolutely. Once again, Canada Day, July 1st, here in Kin Coulee Park. If you want some more information, you can look online for that. Stick around. We have a little more here on Shaw. Well, one last time, we are in Kin Coulee Park today talking all about Canada Day. Thank you so much to Pat Flynn for joining us to give us the information about the festival, as well as the details on the volunteers that they need. As he had mentioned, if you're interested in volunteering, you can give them a call in the office or look them up online for some more details. While you're online, if you're on Facebook and would like some more information about anything that we're following, we're on facebook.com, Shaw TV Medicine Hat. We're also on Twitter at Shaw TV The Hat, or myself at Christy_Shaw TV. Thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully we'll see you out at Canada Day down here in Kin Coulee Park.